students, my name is Susan Jumbo. You're welcome to Information Technology class. Today we'll be looking at the theme Basic Computer Operations and Concepts. And our topic today is computer viruses. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of a computer virus. You should also state the types of computer viruses and identify sources through which a computer can be infected, and also identify antivirus softwares available for use when a computer is infected with a virus. Now, we'll look at what a virus is. A virus is a self-duplicating computer program. It's not just a dust or maybe something that just appears on your computer. It's a computer program that interferes with a computer software or your hardware or your operating system. Now, they start from being merely irritating. Maybe you just see pop-ups on your system and you can just close it. Maybe just think that it's just a pop-up. To being very destructive. That's what a virus can actually do. It can just start from being irritating to being very destructive. Now, once a virus is active on your system, it may replicate. That means can produce more than itself, as in it's able to reproduce itself by various means and then infect the computer files or your operating system. For example, a virus may copy parts of itself to your floppy disk or to your computer hard drive where your information is kept. Or it may attach itself to email messages and then spread across computer networks by infecting other shared devices. A virus is a computer program that can copy itself. It has the ability to copy itself and infect a computer without the permission or knowledge of the owner. And it is able to corrupt the system and then destroy data. So one of the first detected viruses was called the Creeper virus, and it was found in the early 70s. Before computer network became widespread, most viruses spread on removable media, particularly the floppy disk. So if you want to boot a system and then you use an infected floppy disk, it can affect your system. The virus can come to that system and then destroy your data. Now, there are several types of computer virus, but in the course of our class, we'll be looking at these three. Number one, the boot sector virus. Now, this virus infects your MBR. And what's the meaning of MBR? It's the master boot record. Now, the master boot record is the first sector where your information is stored, and in that place, it identifies how and when an operating system can be loaded. So, this virus infects the master boot record of diskettes and hard drives through sharing of infected disk and pirated software applications. So we have to be very careful when installing certain applications on our computer so we don't use a wrong one and then get our systems infected with a virus. Now, once the hard drive is infected, all diskettes that are used on the computer will also be infected. And once you start sharing infected diskettes or hard drives, you spread virus. The second type of computer virus is the executable file virus. This is a non-resident virus that stores itself in an executable file. There are some pop-ups that we see on our system, and we see .exe. That's an executable file. It will ask you if you want to run the program. So you click on run, and then it runs on your system. And then it is activated when the infected program is run directly or indirectly. So if you have a virus on your system and you click on run, immediately your files, the files on your system can be affected. So that's what an executable file virus can do. So we have an infected system with a boot sector virus and then an uninfected disk. Number 3, attack on document virus. As the name implies, is a virus that attacks your documents. This virus deletes your information that is contained in the file or your documents, rendering them partially or completely useless. So at times you can see more than one files opening on your system. It might be that your system has been infected with a virus. Now we've looked at the types of viruses. Let's look at some of the examples. Okay, some examples of the computer virus is the sleeper virus. Now it is used by hackers to steal financial and personal information from your computer, especially on the internet. We need to be very careful of how we put in sensitive information on the internet. Number 2 example of virus is the Trojan horse. Now the Trojan horse appears as an interesting program. You think it's not harmful. It might just be on your system and you might not notice. So it appears as an interesting program file. But once you install it on your system, it can allow intruders, hackers, to access and read your files. So most companies always use antivirus so that they can keep their information safe from hackers or intruders. Number 3 example is the Christmas virus. I'm sure you're wondering why a virus will be named Christmas virus. Now, this virus is known as Merry Christmas virus. It is an email worm that started shortly before Christmas in the year 2004. That's where the name Christmas virus came from. Now, it's a quick spreading computer virus that can reformat your system. When we mean by reformat, it clears all your information. Okay, we'll move on to the sources of computer virus. A virus can be contracted from different sources. Some ways through which a virus can be gotten are through the internet. So if you've been wondering, how can I avoid viruses? Where does it come from? These are the sources, the internet. Be careful of what you download. Be careful of what you copy from the internet. Can also be gotten from emails. Someone can send you an infected email, and then once you open it, it can make your system to be at risk. Number 3 source is through booting. So booting your computer, your PC, with an infected bootable disk can cause your system to be infected. Other sources include output devices through infected flash drives or hard drives. So your system can actually be infected if you put a flash drive that already has a virus or a floppy disk that is infected. So these are all sources of computer virus: the internet, emails, pirated software. You need to buy original software application when you want to use them on your computer to avoid viruses. Illegal duplication, when you duplicate software from unknown sources. Be careful of how you install applications from unknown sources on your system. Now there are signs that your system will start giving for you to know that it has been infected with a virus. So some of these signs include the computer becomes slow all of a sudden. You're trying to open a particular application or a particular web page and it's taking so much time. It might be that your system has been infected with a virus. The computer becomes slow all of a sudden. Display of unwanted messages. There are some messages that you just start seeing popping up and then you should know that your system might be infected. Duplicated files. Let's say you save different files and you're seeing them duplicating. some computer programs begin to malfunction, shows that your system might be infected. Files on the hard disk get corrupt. And then finally, files on the hard disk wiping off completely. You might start seeing that some of your files cannot be seen again. You know that it has been infected by a virus. Now, virus detection. A virus can be detected and prevented by using an antivirus. So, if your system has been infected by a virus, you can detect it and you can also prevent it by using an antivirus. An antivirus is a software used to detect and completely remove a virus from a computer system. Now, they also protect the system from any invading virus. That's if your system is clean and there's no virus. With an antivirus, you can prevent the system from any invading virus. Some examples of antivirus include Kaspersky, Avast, Norton, Avira, AVG, and so on. Virus prevention. How do we prevent our computer systems? Our phones too can also be infected by a virus. How do we prevent it from being infected? To prevent a virus from invading a computer, the following preventive measures should be taken into consideration. Number one, avoid unnecessary downloads. Watch what you download from the internet, especially from unknown sources. Try to avoid unnecessary downloads. Make sure to scan flash drives, external hard drives, and so on before transferring any file. Also avoid unauthorized software from unknown sources. Avoid using them on your system. And also scan computer system frequently, at least once a month. Try to do a routine scan, monthly or weekly, as the case may be. Okay, let's summarize all we've looked at today. We said the computer virus is a program that can copy itself. It is self-duplicating into other files, causing harm to them. The boot sector virus, executable file virus, attack on document virus are some types of virus. Then we looked at some examples of computer virus, the sleeper, Trojan horse, and then the Christmas virus, and so on. There are some examples of computer virus. Now, a virus can be detected and prevented by using what? An antivirus. Okay, let's answer the following question. Which of these is not an example of an antivirus? A. Amira. B. AVG. C. Avast. D. Norton. The correct answer is A. Amira. Amira is not an example of a virus. It is Avira. So AVG, Avast, Norton, they are all examples of computer antivirus. We've come to the end of today's class. I hope you understand what a computer virus is, and you can also prevent your system from any invading virus. I'll see you in our next class. Bye.